Every time. Always need to make sure. Alright. We seem to be good, so let's start, shall we? Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the newest episode of NXT. I'm your host, as always, Scott Silver. To the right of me is not Jace Gold. He is unfortunately not here at the commentary desk. He has prior commitments to attend to. But right now, let's start the show off strong with one half of the men who returned to the NXT arena.
Making his way to the ring, representing the OC by way of Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 213 pounds, Carl Anderson.
Man himself, Carl Anderson, recently just returned to face the NXT Tag Champions DIY, but now he will be competing in singles competition here tonight, when all eyes will be on him, and it has been now confirmed that him and his partner of Doc Gallows will be facing this man and his tag team partner, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
From Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Johnny Gargano.
The man, Mr. Wrestling himself, Johnny Gargano, definitely has been on a hot streak here since winning the tag team titles. They won the match to make sure that no one else could challenge for them at the next pay-per-view, next show, being in your house. But then quickly, the OC showed up, yes, being victorious against them when they returned. Definitely did not stop their momentum. So now Johnny must prove himself to be the single competitor we all know he has been in the past against Carl Anderson. Match officially underway here. Both men went to the center of the ring, but both of them very quickly being able to sidestep out of the way, with the Mr. OC himself getting most of the control. Just as I say that, Johnny Gargano with a leg sweep, trying to get some momentum back in his direction. Going for the pin very, very early. Carl Anderson. And now Gargano shifting some movement in his momentum. Now trying to work the arm of Carl Anderson. And a suicide dive connecting. Very, very quick, must I say, indeed. Throwing him back into the ring very, very quickly. Falls in the ring as well. Carl Anderson trying to get some momentum in this match with a few reversals. Now what will he be doing to Johnny Wrestling as he plants him straight into the canvas, going for another pin, but a kick out at one again. It's a lot to put away. Johnny Gargano, a former NXT champion, a multiple-time NXT North American champion, multiple-time NXT Tag Team champion. He has done it all in the label of NXT. The real question is, will he be able to put away Carl Anderson tonight and live up to the Johnny Wrestling name? Carl Anderson showing that he has what it takes to still be in the ring with someone like Gargano. As another slam straight to the knee, and knee connecting to the skull, definitely would not be something to be looking forward to hip toss. Fueled with absolute rage, I assume. Carl Anderson just busted Johnny open, and I can only imagine that both of their teammates of Tommaso Ciampa and Luke Gallows, and ultimately AJ Styles as well, looking back at this match, looking in the back as it's happening right before our very eyes. They must be yelling at their screens to have their teammate come out victorious. Gargano having his momentum thrown back at him, and the Carl Cutter. Will that be enough to put him away? Carl Anderson making quick work of Johnny Gargano here in this matchup tonight. One Carl Cutter was all it took for Gargano to be put away. Congratulations, Carl Anderson, getting a victory under his belt, awaiting his chance at the tag titles next show at In Your House. Here we go, match now on the way. Our main man himself, Jace Gold and Bron Breakker, now coming into the ring, but what the... Oh, here we go. Mr. Jai Phillips himself. The man who's been fighting Jace Gold as the word from Liam Rogers. Jai Phillips' mentor and longtime rival of our own Jace Gold. But, wait, what the... He seems to be sitting here at ringside watching this match unfold between Jace Gold and Bron Breakker. That match is now officially underway, and Bron Breakker immediately tapping into his anger because he has been fighting quite a battle against Christian Cage. And now he's just trying to get away from him and try to outsource his anger elsewhere. And it seems that Jace Gold answered the challenge. He's just trying to get back on his feet to continue his career from what had happened at the other company, which I will not name at this moment in time. Jace Gold, though, trying to find some spacing here against Bron Breakker with all of his brute force. And straight to the top rope, going for the pin very early and a kick out at 1. Bron Breakker sending Jace to the outside. What will Bron do? This could very much be a message to Christian Cage in the back, and having Jai Phillips here at ringside definitely is placing a kind of a voice in Jace's head saying, watch your back and do not get any comfortable, as Jace now meeting, showing the power and showing that he can match the absolute aggression of Bron Breakker. Now the count is at 7. They really need to think about getting back into the ring as the count of 8. Count of 9. I don't think they're going to be able to get in the ring anytime soon. And the draw commences. Sorry about that. After the draw, we were able to usher both Bron Breakker, Jace Gold, and and Jai Phillips to the back. Obviously, Jai Phillips just reported just in on my headset. I've just been told that Jai Phillips actually had to be broken up via against Jay's goal. Both of them had a little bit of a backstage confrontation.
On the way to the ring, accompanied by Rhea Ripley at a combined weight of 439 pounds, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, the Judgment Day.
Yes, as I was saying, and also Braun Breaker was caught saying the words, and I quote, "I will now be looking for Cage. Where the hell is he?" So Braun Breaker's on the prowl for Christian Cage while we were able to get Jace Gold and Jai Phillips apart. And now we move on to these three. These three have had quite the story against the North American champion LA Knight. After winning the title and having a steel cage match at Backlash against their other member, Dominic Mysterio, who is strangely absent from these three right now in the ring. It must be the fact that Finn Balor, the leader of Judgment Day, saw that only Damian Priest got the pinfall against LA Knight last week, and he is only right now on good and happy terms with him. Due to backstage sources, the Judgment Day here will be facing the previously said LA Knight and a tag team member of his choosing. And I think we just figured out who his tag team member is. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. We have not seen him since one of the first weeks of NXT when he fought to have the right to challenge for the NXT Championship in a losing effort against, I believe, Jon Moxley. But Cody's back, and he's helping out LA Knight.
And their opponents, first, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes trying to solidify his place here. He has not been in here for a number of weeks, 4 weeks to be exact. But now the American Nightmare's back. And what a match for him to return to, teaming up with the North American champion to verse Finn Balor and Damian Priest. He could very much be the final piece of the puzzle to put away Judgment Day for LA Knight forever. It could very much happen. Speaking of our champ, here he is.
From Hagerstown, Maryland, weighing in at 230 pounds, the NXT North American Champion, LA Knight.
LA Knight holding very dear to that NXT North American Championship. And I bet he is exactly and understandably very excited to have Cody Rhodes in his corner for this tag team matchup against Judgment Day. They already have some mind games going around, and a very enraged Finn Balor, very, very aggressive against LA Knight because of what's been happening. He has had his eyes set on LA Knight because he's seen Damian Priest lose to him. He's seen Dominic Mysterio lose to him. So he finally gets a part of him here tonight. But we start with a disaster kick from Cody Rhodes straight to Damian Priest to start off the matchup. good idea to have Cody Rhodes start off this tag team matchup, showing what he hasn't lost from his time away from the ring, trying to put Damian Priest into his place very, very quickly. And now he tags in our champion, very familiar with Damian Priest, LA Knight, definitely showing why he holds that strap, why he holds the Covenant Championship. He throws Damian Priest into the corner and encounters with an uppercut. But now Damian, trying to get some momentum going, throws him into his team's corner and tags in his leader, tags in the very man who hasn't had a chance at LA Knight. Here we go. Damian Priest is now tagged in Finn Balor, going for a DDT straight to LA Knight. Now these two finally share the ring together. But LA Knight seeming that he can hold his own against the Yeah Man, as he tags in Cody very quick to tag in Cody against Finn, making sure that Finn doesn't get too comfortable facing our champion. And I guess Finn is saving himself for him, tagging in Damian Priest with a drop kick straight to Cody, and one from Cody straight to Damian as well. And now the bionic elbow, and paying homage to his late great father, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, tagging in LA Knight. And now Damian Priest finding some time to start to wail down on LA Knight's back, going for a pin and a kick out at 1. Rhea Ripley looking on at all of this, being the one person who can't interfere. She might possibly be upset now that Dominic will not be with them at ringside. But now Dominic must look on in the back as LA Knight now being tagged again. Finn now is back in this matchup against the very man he wants to be against. What is Finn thinking of doing? Doesn't matter. LA Knight reversing, and another slam to boot. And now Finn being shown what he is capable of. Jesus Christ. Finn trying to move LA Knight, but LA Knight getting out of the way. And now busting the Prince open, sending in Cody Rhodes as Finn trying to make his way to Damian Priest. And he does. Sorry for my mistaken little jumble there. Damian Priest being a little bash to Cody. Cody going for a clothesline, didn't come up with anything, and a backflip onto Damian Priest. And now Priest slamming Cody straight to the side of the ring. They need to make sure that they do not repeat what Jay's Gold Braun Breaker did earlier on in this matchup. And Cody taking his momentum and shifting it to make sure that Priest does not get any kind of aggression in whatsoever. But now Cody sent to the Judgment Day's corner, and being tagged in once again is Finn Balor, being once again thrown side tackle to Cody Rhodes. Cody now being sent into the turnbuckle. Cody able to get out of there really quickly, And now with another disaster kick straight to the bleeding skull of Finn Balor. And now adding to that pain. Cody wasting no time. Kick up from Finn just in time for LA Knight to be tagged in. And Finn wasting no time trying to get some attacks in. And now LA Knight going for a roll-up. And a kick out at 1. Finn now sent to the outside. LA Knight now paying his attention to Damian Priest, laying some shots, and now being sent off the apron. Finn, however, quickly shifting the balance into his favor. Damian Priest now back up on the apron. Now Finn may be looking for his shotgun drop kick. Could this be it for our North American champion? He's able to fight back. And a big boot to Finn. Doing the smart thing and tagging out to Cody. And Cody planting him almost on his neck. Damian Priest breaking up the pin. But now LA Knight trying to put something onto him. And Rhea Ripley distracting Cody. What is happening over here? And now Judgment Day just juking on to Finn. However, Cody able to get out of the way, maybe looking for something big. And crossroads from Cody. Will that be enough to put Finn away? But Damian Priest there to break up the pin. Now going top rope right next to Damian Priest, going for the massive elbow, coming up a little bit short, and a DDT meets him from the Prince. Now tagging out to Damian Priest. Trying to go possibly for a South of Heaven, but getting countered by the American Nightmare. Now the chops and the kicks laid in with the signature Cody hit. What is Cody thinking of doing? Jesus Christ! Straight to the skull of Damian Priest, and now tagging in the North American champion LA Knight as the tag now goes to Finn. These two again back in the ring with one another. And Finn slamming LA Knight down, wasting absolutely no time to show him who is boss around here. LA Knight sending him in the ropes. Not coming up with anything good, and a Pele kick to the skull of LA Knight. Now having to roll out of harm's way. Damian Priest now the legal man. And I think LA Knight has now just realized that. LA Knight now slamming Damian Priest into our announce desk at ringside. LA Knight specializes in putting out a lot of pain very quickly, and at the outside of the ring he's able to do that very, very well, as now working the leg, but Damian tripping him so he can get out. These two need to think about getting back into the ring. Like I said before, they do not want to repeat earlier tonight. And they understand that getting back in the ring at the count of 7. And LA Knight may be looking to put this all away as a bottom rung to Damian Priest. But Finn Balor able to be broken up. And now LA Knight looking to submit Damian Priest to the Boston Crab Cody in the ring, making sure that Finn Balor doesn't interfere. What does Damian Priest do? He might have to tap, but he's able to just get out. There we go. This match is still happening as Damian spearing LA Knight, going for a pin as Cody was able to put some pain to Finn on the outside. A kick out at 2. our camera crew is trying to get both fights in our attention, but now Cody back up to the apron, back into his legal as a clothesline from LA Knight. Cody now tagged in. What happens now? Damian Priest with the South of Heaven. Going for the pin. And a kick out at 2. Kick out at 2. As the fans here in attendance chanting tag team wrestling, it's what they love here in NXT. As Damian once again being planted on his back. And another breakup from Finn. Cody getting riled up. What is he thinking of doing in a suicide dive attempt? Coming up with nothing. Damian now has a golden opportunity to do any kind of punishment he wants. He went for LA Knight, tried to go for Cody, but Cody was able to get his hands up to block it, sending Damian Priest into the barricade. And these two were just going back and forth. A count at 5. These two need to think about getting back in. Count at 6 and a neck breaker. 7 count. Damian gets back into the ring. Will Cody be able to... Damian Priest was about to go for LA Knight, but Cody getting back into the ring, now being planted on the canvas. The absolute aggression from these two teams is very visible and on display tonight as Cody crawling to LA Knight with the hot tag. Cody now tagged in LA Knight. LA Knight now trying to focus on Finn Balor. Balor sending him into the ropes, coming up short. But a sling blade meets him. And the double stomp straight to the midsection. What does Finn do now? Trying to prove that he has what it takes, that he's better than his two Judgment Day teammates. Drop kick straight to the skull. And the elbow drop. LA Knight possibly looking to take it all away now. Goes for a pin. That was the BFT. Putting in the American Nightmare. I bet he still has another Crossroads in him. And like I just said, Crossroads to Finn Balor. And Damian breaks it up one more time. And due to that breakup, the ref also got damaged, just laying there unconscious as this match still continues. LA Knight now dishing out some pain to Damian Priest on the outside, and Finn with another sling blade to Cody. This match has just become unglued as Damian Priest now busted open on the outside while Finn doing some Ric Flair chops straight to Cody's chest. And the knee. Cody's now busted open just the same as Finn. And a breakup from our champion. Damian now thrown out. LA Knight meets him there. Finn looking to try to protect his teammate. LA Knight getting out of harm's way. And tried to go for a suicide dive but came up short. And now back to the outside. The count starts once more. Finn just trying to put LA Knight through as much pain as possible. Show him who's the boss. But now the two legal men, Finn and Cody, back into the ring. Now both of their respective team members back in their corners. This has now gone back to a normal tag team match. Finn tried to go for a leaping elbow, but coming up short as Cody trying to work that bleeding skull continuously. Now tagged in LA Knight. Now LA Knight may be looking to finish it right here, right now, with a bottom rung, and Damian Priest, the absolute lifeline, but now been sent out by Cody Rhodes, and now Cody Rhodes going to keep him there. Try to go for another bottom rung, but Finn able to reverse it. This could be it. The two teammates now squabbling on the outside. Finn has a very good opportunity, and I think he may be using that coup de grace. Coup de grace straight to the ribs of our champion LA Knight, going for the pin. And a kick out of two. LA Knight was able to kick out of the coup de grace. That was the golden opportunity for Finn Balor, but LA Knight said no. And another stomp to the chest of LA Knight. His ribs must be cracked. Definitely. Finn, what does he do now? Sends him into his own corner. And now the absolute aggression, the absolute wailing of punishment continues. But LA Knight trying to get back into this matchup, throwing Finn around like he's a rag doll. Taking a page out of Cody's book, trying to target the bleeding bit of Finn's skull. This is absolute pandemonium. Finn sent into the opposition's corner. Cody and LA Knight doing some old school tag teamwork on Finn, but Rhea Ripley getting the attention of the American Nightmare, giving Finn time to roll out of the ring and think about his options. Now, Damian Priest almost got a shot out, and a suicide dive to the Archer of Infamy, and now Finn breaking up the alignment connection between LA Knight and Cody, breaking his chance. Tried to go for his own suicide dive, came up some short. The ring awareness of the American Nightmare on full display, sending Finn back into the ring and putting some more strikes into Damian Priest, neutralizing him as a threat for the time being. Cody now getting back into the ring, so does Finn. And Crossroads! Could this be it? And it is! Cody Rhodes and LA Knight walk out victorious. What a bloodbath. Almost all members of this match bloody faces by the end of it. But it was that a little bit more ring awareness from Cody Rhodes that got him the victory, being able to neutralize Damian Priest as a threat and one Crossroads away, aiding the North American champion to victory. Finn must be furious about tonight, but now we celebrate with Cody and LA Knight.
The following is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2.
And now, as we've said, this is a Royal Rumble match. the winner of this match gets a future title shot of their choosing, and not the proper Royal Rumble. But this is a very unique opportunity.
First, representing RK Bro from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
The winner gets to have a choice at going for the NXT Championship, the North American Championship, or having a tag member and going for the Tag Team Championships later down the line, but it has to be passed in your house. The participant during number 1, as previously said, the Viper, Randy Orton, who's been on a bit of a losing streak since being here in NXT. And I don't think his chances will be high, and I don't think he's very happy drawing number 1. Unlike the actual Royal Rumble of 30 participants, this is just 10. The winner could be anyone. But the real question is, who will be starting the match against Randy Orton here tonight? It could very much be someone who's already had a match, like Cody Rhodes, like Bron Breakker even. The possibilities are endless in Battle Royals. But this man right now has been in many. Who will be joining him in number 2 position? The crowd waiting in anticipation.
Introducing the individual who drew number 2 from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 227 pounds, Chris Jerry Cole.
Chris Jericho, the man who has able to get a win under his belt just recently against the previously stated Bron Breakker, now looking to possibly get a shot at any title he wishes here tonight. And also, this is something that Randy Orton would, I bet, be very furious to see, because Chris Jericho has the same veteran experience as Orton does in Battle Royals, lasting over a collective 5 hours in Rumbles across his career. And now he shares the ring with the Viper to possibly have a chance at getting some gold. As I said, anyone can show up into this Rumble. Hell, I could even show up into this Rumble, and I'm a commentary team member. Even Mr. GM himself, Mr. John Cena, could show up in this Rumble. A free agent could, a returnee, a legend. Anyone can show up in these kind of matches. So it's only time will tell. We'll see. Number 1 and number 2 are in this matchup. The match officially underway. For those people who don't know how Rumbles work, you must be sent over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. After that, you will be eliminated. The last man standing will win the match and have the contract to face any champion of their choosing. And that is wasting no time of our Royal Rumble. Counted down, who drew number 3. Just as Chris Jericho gets eliminated, a new face in the form of Kyle O'Reilly, a member, and he's, oh my god, I just realized he seems to be wearing the symbol of the Undisputed Era, the team that he had with Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong, and our very own Adam Cole. Could this be a sign that he is now joined up with Adam Cole once more? But right now, he needs to focus. Entrant number 4 is quickly behind. And it's the one-of-a-kind Rob Van Dam, the very man who has been fighting. He had a match with Chris Jericho, who was very, very shockingly eliminated very early on in this matchup. Rob Van Dam, Kyle O'Reilly, Randy Orton. These 3 definitely know what's at stake here. But who will walk out? Will Randy have enough power in him to go from number 1 to number 10, be the victor, as number 5 now meets our screens, and it's Finn Balor, the very man who just lost his match. Able to clean himself up, no longer has the cut on his head. Looks to possibly have a match with LA Knight, possibly. I think if Finn wins, he could possibly challenge him just after his embarrassing loss that he just had last match. As number 6, now the countdown. This is a very quick rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Who will meet Tyler Bate now here? Now, the ring now getting filled up with people. Rob Van Dam trying to drop kick Randy, but Randy going for some vintage Viper work. And connects. Now, countdown going once again. Grayson Waller, the Australian icon, at number 7. After losing his chance at actually just losing the North American Championship, he's actually in the ring with someone who challenged for it, that being Tyler Bate, losing to LA Knight. Grayson was one of the final 2 before coming up short. Will he possibly be able to challenge for that title again, or possibly go for the world? We never know. Number 8, all of these men have a motive for getting into this matchup. Who is number 8? Oh my God! The Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, now in this match, and now very quickly being shown the ropes. Kyle O'Reilly. These 2 men, very first match in NXT, Drew McIntyre. We did not expect to see him here anytime soon. That's such a surprise. I am shaking right now due to Drew McIntyre making his debut here in NXT, and Adam Cole now following soon after. Drew McIntyre, a former NXT champion, a former Rumble winner, a 2-time WWE champion, a multiple-time tag team champion, and a former Intercontinental champion. He has done a lot in his career, but now he's back in NXT, probably work from John Cena. And now, I just realized Adam Cole must be really ecstatic to see Kyle O'Reilly now here with him. And now being thrown by Tyler Bate. Everyone, like I said, before Drew came out and before Adam came out, they all have motive. Kyle O'Reilly wants to make a name here for himself. Adam Cole will probably challenge again for the NXT Championship. Grayson Waller would probably challenge for the North American Championship that he was so close to winning. RVD would solidify himself with another World Championship. Tyler Bate would go after LA Knight, the man who he lost against. Randy Orton would challenge to go for Shinsuke. Finn would challenge against LA Knight. And Randy would go for tag. The very championships that he was so close to being able to face for, but then getting up close, very, very short-lived. RVD and Finn Balor now eliminated, one of them by Grayson Waller, one of them by Drew McIntyre. We now have 6 participants left as a DDT. Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton have a good amount of history feuding over the WWE Championship. Grayson Waller attacking Cole, and Roderick Strong now probably looking at one of his best mates, Kyle O'Reilly, now in this matchup and met with an RKO. Roderick Strong is very much someone who's been posting a lot about NXT, and he is very happy that Adam Cole signed, so I can only imagine how happy he is that Kyle O'Reilly is now here as the final participant now in this matchup. Oh no! Jon Moxley, the very man who lost his right to challenge for Shinsuke once more next show at In Your House against AJ Styles, being counted out, and he has been furious ever since. Now he's unleashing against anyone that can possibly move. He has had history with Drew McIntyre as well. All of these men now just absolutely unloading on one another. Grayson Waller looking to possibly put Kyle away, but he's able to reverse. Drew McIntyre and Jon Moxley going at it. Adam Cole trying to find some space to breathe. And now Tyler Bate going after Randy. Grayson Waller now eliminated by Kyle O'Reilly. This match is back up to 6. Just as I say that, Kyle O'Reilly being thrown out by Moxley. And Tyler Bate, they're going quick, and Randy Orton super kicked by Adam Cole. We are down to 3. We're down to McIntyre, Moxley, and Cole. That was so fast. The amount of people who just got eliminated in that short amount of time is absolutely crazy. And now, Jon Moxley looking to wear down McIntyre as Cole looks on. The debuting McIntyre is only 2 eliminations away from possibly challenging for a title that he has held before. But now, Cole possibly... Oh, now Moxley helping! Moxley helping! Cole's gone! Cole's gone! Moxley and McIntyre, the last 2 left. Drop down and a clothesline straight to Moxley. And a Claymore kick! A Claymore kick straight to Moxley! Will he be out of luck once again? As McIntyre now just absolutely loathing on Moxley as a headbutt straight to his own skull. John now on the apron, able to get back inside. What is John doing? Possibly making him sleep. The sleeper hold locked in. Will Drew fade? If he does, it will be very easy to eliminate him, but it seems as Drew able to find an opening to get out of that. Drew McIntyre trying to get some control, but Moxley was able to get it back. Both of these guys going back and forth. Moxley sent into the apron. Oh, it could be over for Moxley right here. But John able to get out of harm's way. Drew finding the perfect opportunity. The debuting Drew McIntyre has now won a shot for any title of his choosing in his debut. Congratulations to the Scottish Warrior. But now the real question that's on everyone's minds is, what title will he challenge for? Congratulations, Drew McIntyre. And now, our main event, sanctioned by John Cena at the request of our NXT champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. But I'm afraid, personally, that he may have bitten off more than he can chew.
Making his way to the ring from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, weighing in at 385
the monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman. Right now, his only win is against LA Knight after that attack from Dominic all those weeks ago. But I think the reason that Shinsuke asked for Braun is to show what kind of champion he is. But I'm afraid that he may have bitten off more than he can chew with this opponent. Because if Braun decides to break Shinsuke, what will happen for his matchup against AJ Styles at In Your House? But right now, the crowd is fired up at the sight of our NXT champion, Shinsuke Nakamura.
And his opponent from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, the NXT champion, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura, the other week he was victorious against Tyler Breeze, the returning Tyler Breeze. But now I think he may have gotten a little bit too cocky in his abilities, now going after Braun Strowman. He has made sure that he wants to appear as often as he can to show what kind of champion he is. But now he really has the test with the monster of monsters in the opposite side of the ring. Now, match officially underway. Braun wasting no time showing his strength against Shinsuke Nakamura, showing his absolute power and what he can do. The real question is, will Shinsuke be able to come back and do one strike is all he needs to do. But the real question is, will that strike be placed? Because right now from the scenes of it seems like he's just getting ragdolled around the ring as he now heads back inside. Braun consistently throwing him away, but the power sending Braun outside the ring. Shinsuke shows that he can move with the big boys. Shinsuke now laying some strikes into Braun Strowman. The devastating kicks, and now working the arm. But Braun showing some athleticism. But these two need to think about getting back into the ring. And Braun does so. Shinsuke with an amazing hip toss. What does Shinsuke do now? Trying to work the core of Braun Strowman. The more he works that core, the more Braun Strowman won't be able to pick him up, use his strength to his advantage, as Shinsuke going to the top rope, but getting stopped by Braun. Now Braun possibly trying to wear out Shinsuke with a bear hug. Will the champion tap, but he won't, going for the neck of the monster, being able to get out of harm's way. Throwing him in. And another toss, showing that he can manipulate Braun's weight against him, which is a very smart strategy from the NXT champion. Shinsuke trying to look to do something to put him away. Now aiming for the skull of Braun. And the power of Shinsuke, but not able to do anything with it as Braun now, Shinsuke getting some momentum back, going back to the core. Jesus Christ. Shinsuke showing that he might have what it takes to put Braun away, and a knee straight to the head, and another one, and another one. What does Nakamura do now? Counter by Braun, and a clothesline sends him down. Braun now just trying to put Shinsuke through pain. However, Shinsuke now with the Kinshasa, a Kinshasa to Braun. Will that be it? And a kick at it too. The Kinshasa seamlessly out of nowhere. However, it was not enough to put away Braun Strowman. Now the kicks back to Braun, trying to get him to stand up. What is Shinsuke thinking? And a forearm straight to the skull of Strowman. Going to the outside. What is he doing? Continuing the punishment. That's exactly what he's doing. More kicks and strikes. And a DDT to boot. The power of our NXT champion is on full display in this matchup. The real question is, will he have enough to put Braun away? More strikes. Braun not able to find any kind of momentum to get back into this match. Shinsuke now back into the ring. What is he doing? Going for more of the knee and the kick straight to the back of the skull of Braun. Now going for a cover. And it was enough. All the strikes to the skull, able to put Braun away, but was Braun's attacks enough to put Shinsuke a little bit out of commission? Will Shinsuke be 100% for his match at In Your House? But regardless, congratulations to Shinsuke Nakamura. This has been NXT. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you at our next pay-per-view In Your House, where this man will be defending his NXT championship against AJ Styles. I have been Scott Silver, and I will see you when I see you.